off-lane Phoenix. Very excited to see if Whisper's able to make this one work.
He's done it so much.
Yeah.
I love watching Whisper. He's one of my favorite South American players to watch for quite some time. And like we said, it could be a really good Phoenix game. They could definitely get into some positions where they can't focus the egg. So yeah, we'll see how it all goes. Set up around top, Beast Coast. All of Boom set up around mid. And it is, yeah, 4. Oh, it's going to be the 4 Grim. Okay.
Cool. Tims. That makes for a strong lane setup for themselves. FBZ and Tims on the Brew Grim combo.
Beast Coast definitely feeling quite a bit stronger than Boom in this level 1 right now.
Yeah, K1 just charging straight at them.
Yeah. He knows he can't really die versus this lineup. They have like a boundless strike.
The battle begins.
2 for 2.
Well, actually, I mean, is K1 will he? Yeah, they're not going to swap the side lanes up right. He'll still head down bottom, so he'll be laning into the Brew Grim.
Yeah.
How do you reckon he'll do down here? Is this a very deadly lane for the Jug, or is K1 always going to be fine with the Blade Fury?
Should be fine.
Yeah.
FBZ I don't think is going to be pressured too hard though down here, because we see that I actually really like what Tim's went for the Hedress to offset the pressure from the Disruptor that's going to be coming from the spam. So I think this is actually a pretty cool approach for him and FBZ to be able to stick in the lane. So let's see how K1 does.
Looking at the other matchups, Chris. Mars versus Void Spirit in that mid lane.
Ooh. K1 taking a beating down bottom. The clap plus the stroke just really getting him quite low here at the start.
Stinger has got regen ready to offer up. Salve at the ready. K1 requires it. In top lane, we'll see Schofield getting those creeps into position. We'll lose out on the range creep here left behind.
Fun mid matchup. We have the Mars versus the Void Spirit, 2 of the newer heroes of Dota, of course. I've seen Void Spirits come out ahead sometimes in this matchup because they can pose kill threat. Skrslock has to be a little cautious, but should be fine.
See Schofield and Scam going at one another here. And Scam is ready to stand his ground and take this fight.
Ooh.
Schofield very, very low.
They're both pulling waves, as we've seen multiple times now. But I do like that Boom really persisted this time around about making sure that this Monkey King was a carry. Even though we did see all these like swaps and everything, he's not versus the Mars, the idea wasn't swapped around, which I think really actually ended up hurting them quite a bit that last game.
Bottom.
Tims.
They're able to trap Tims with the Thunder Strike.
Oh, they're turning.
They're going to be able to take Tims down. First blood for Stinger.
Actually unable to really get onto Stinger. I thought FBZ was going to go for Stinger instead of K1 with his Cinder Brew, but they can't actually even get a trade kill out of that. Really good play from K1 and Stinger.
With a Thunder Strike spam. Certainly annoying. He's starting to get low on the mana though, Stinger. So we'll have to wait until he's got some more consumables out. And he himself is going to get chased a little bit. They'll get the slow. Tim's trying to get in on that, but Stinger having enough mana to drop down that field, ensure that Tims can't close the gap on him.
I just thought of like one of the fun interactions actually in this game. You know, the kinetic field blocks the Phantom Embrace. So if he actually throws the
that could be clutch.
The Grim Phantom, he could kinetic block it. I don't think we'll see it. I'm just throwing out some stupid stuff that we could see happen, but I always like seeing those weird interactions come out.
Yeah, because the other lanes mid continues to be a very even matchup here with Yopaj and Chris, both able to nuke the creep waves out. And top lane, Jackie farming fine. Same for Whisper here. Very, very close here on the lanes. Only that bottom lane where we had that one kill. It'll push Beast Coast a little ahead. There's Boom. Not able to pressure the Jug at all here so far. K1's fine. He's got the point in the healing ward now.
Who got the first blood though? It was a Disruptor,
It was
right?
Stinger. Yeah.
So they spent all that gold pretty much on regen, I think. So not really actually leading too much by gold. It's kind of dead even across the board in gold. See how much he's bought, but...
And K1 will have that chainmail being brought over to him by Stinger. So between that and the potential save of his own healing ward, he's going to be very, very hard to pressure. Around the 4-minute water rune spawn, it will be Boom with the numbers. So
double checking
Chris isn't going to be able to get a refuel there.
Okay, so this is Especially from Gaming Without Borders, we saw this so much, and I thought it was going to really leak into this as Whisper.
I mean, Jackie's on his own with that focus from Boom around the water runes. It means that Jackie's left vulnerable. Whisper and Schofield, they get on top of him immediately.
FBZ will be able to get away with that speed from the Drunken Brawler, but he's low. Healing Ward to offset the harass onto Stinger. Yeah, seeing that, you see this offlane Phoenix. He knows.
Yeah, he knows when to go.
He knows when to go.
Top tower is under attack.
But yeah, like I was mentioning, at the last tournament that we cast, at least for me, is the water runes were checked every single time. That even like I think it was just the 4-minute and then the 6-minute rune, but most of the time we were seeing that 6-minute.
Oh, good control there from Stinger.
FPZ.
Nah, that's going to be a kill with the Blade Fury.
Oh, yeah.
K1 having quite the time down here thanks to his disruptor, Stinger.
Have really strong lane setups. Jug free farm. Phoenix getting pretty decent farm. Not absolutely free, not really slowing down the Monkey King, but having his levels being attained while they also have Schofield even going toward mid to sap XP when Chris Luck has to go home. So, yeah, again, Beast Coast. Great distribution of that farm. Yopaj is level 6 already now.
Very hard to kill for these two.
And we could see those rotations. Could see Tims potentially move toward that bottom rune soon and look to set up on a kill with Yopaj.
And from sort of the off-lane Phoenix, what's Whisper really been building? He's got the Veil first, but what are the big items that you're kind of dreaming of getting on a core Phoenix nowadays?
I think he still just did the Shiva's refresher. I'm not 100% certain. I think this game it should be that, though. The Shiva's looks really nice versus the Pugna versus Monkey King as well, too, to reduce all that healing. Just extra bit of slow. I can't actually remember which items he goes for.
I'm worth so much more.
See bottom. K1. That's going to fall into even safer territory with the Ring of Health complete. I say that they are going to try and make a go on him. Blade Fury there in time, and he has got an Omni Slash. And he'll opt to back off from this one. Oof. Big nuke coming in there from the Ink.
Omni Slash, level 5.
Oh, sorry, he's level 5. Oh, sorry. Not quite yet. Next wave and he'll have it.
Yeah, he'll be all right. That was a huge stroke that clipped him, though.
Yeah, they bring Schofield in to help out. Boom. They're going to try and take the fight, but Schofield's in on top of Tims.
There's a TP. Yopaj is coming.
Yeah, they've got to be careful. They've got to run from Yopaj. Yopaj is going to try and jump for K1 straight away. Stinger's got the glimpse. He'll use the Dissimulate to dodge the glimpse pullback, and that'll allow Yopaj to commit for the kill and take down K1. Great move here from the mid.
Goes for the priority target, too. You saw the rest of his team went for the Earth Spirit. Yopaj knows who to go for in that instance. And that's with an Arcane Rune, too, so he'll have his steps back up. He'll return.
And FBZ's coming for Schofield. Is it going to tick him out?
And Yopaj finds Stinger.
It is. I get the burnout on him as well. 3 kills there. Very, very good response from Boom. And Yopaj, he may be ready to make another move down here. He's sticking around. He's got this Arcane Rune.
Yeah, he still has mana. Still has those cooldowns coming back up.
This would hurt. If they can get this kill on K1, that'll be huge. The Blade Fury.
It's a tough one. Yopaj still wants to go.
They've got the Ink Swell buff. They can dive for this. I see TP's coming in. They're looking to get rid of the Healing Ward. They'll get it. Maybe look for the kill onto Stinger instead. He's a bit squishier, a little bit easier. There's the Omni Slash. Early damage, not too much. K1, he's low on the mana, but backups in from Whisper. So Yopaj, you'll burn out to the Fire Spirits. FBZ also getting chased out. So, boom. They stick around. They try and pressure K1, but they're not going to get away with it that time round. Beast Coast, they make sure they turn up. Whisper gets in, picks himself up a double kill, and they'll make sure that Boom's kept back in position.
Great TP. And it looks like he's killing a BKB, by the way, on the Phoenix. So
I mean, there's a few silences in play, right? We're going to get the bug coming out from the Grimstroke. And, of course, with Yopaj's build, that Aghanims eventually will be rather a nuisance for the Phoenix. Whisper's got to be making sure that he gets out that Supernova exactly when he needs to.
And it'll also let him just play around Sunray. He can BKB and then just Sunray freely without having to worry about being like thrown up in the air or, like you said, like a silence coming out from Void Spirit or Grim. Yeah, it's really cool. And a different build-up when we do see the Phoenix played as a core, which is not too standard.
K1, very low on the mana.
No spin.
These two have the damage. They'll pop the ult. And with that control, they should certainly have it. Well, maybe not. No, yeah, they've got the physical. He tried to spin away. We'll see Chris coming from the side. Arena to lock down Tims. Whisper, he has got the Supernova, but he's not able to get it out in time. In fact, I think
and now Chris.
The ward ended up killing him off there from Scam. See if they can run down this Mars as well. Another final stone coming out there from FBZ as his split comes to an end. Hits into Chris. Skem gets the double. Boom, showing that this game, they're absolutely ready to bring the fights very early on in. 9 minutes in, 8-6 already. Boom starting to take the lead.
All three cores at the top, too. Brewmaster not slowed down at all. Sometimes we do see these Brews, they can struggle in laning phase, but the fact that he hasn't, he's going to really explode in this game. K1 ports back bottom.
They're going to have some extra backup coming in. We'll see Whisper ready to come back, and of course he does still have the Supernova if needed. Skem's going to get dragged back by the Glimpse. These fights, they're not going to be stopping anytime soon. Both teams ready to keep the action going and continuous.
But Jackie's getting all the space in the world, right? Boom is forcing so many moves down bottom that it's just keeping Whisper busy. So now this Monkey King, he's able to get the greed going. Got his treads on his way toward his Battle Fury. Not too far ahead of the Jug, at least in the farm department, but he's got a full level advantage because he's been left alone. Oh. Up, Tims.
Chris, no arena for 10 seconds. He needs Schofield to buy him a bit more time. Get the spear onto Tims. They'll get the kill. They won't look to push on and try and commit before the arena. Yopaj, he's going to be fine. It's going to be Whisper that goes down. I think once again,
he died to the ward.
The ward, I think it's a couple of times now back-to-back, and Yopaj, he'll push in and chase down Stinger on top of that. So Skem here without, of course, maxed out Nether Ward. And it's causing some issues for Whisper.
Definitely is, and definitely seeing the pressure and the way that they're moving around the map together. Yopaj keeps getting the power runes, and then he gets
like a second arcane rune back to back. It feels like it.
He got an arcane rune, then I didn't see. I think he got. I think Mars took an invis, or they did not illusion. Yeah, it was an illusion, and then he got another arcane.
Yeah, Yopaj, he's having a great time with this. 4-1 and 4.
And they keep refilling him, right? Pugna just gave him all that mana back. They refill his bottle mid with Tim's TP and continue to look to pressure.
Yeah, he wants to keep killing. Gets the jump in onto Schofield. Phantom's Embrace is in. There's no escape for this Earth Spirit. Another kill for Yopaj.
Yeah, that's what we wanted. You know, we wanted Yopaj playing these
this
heroes.
ain't no DK. Yeah. It's like, well, sorry, boys. I'm just going to sit in a lane and farm a blink. You know, you'll be fine without me. This is Yopaj. I've got my null. I've got my face boots. I'm ready to kill.
Yeah. Looking to pressure the mid tower here now, too. They don't have natural push, so trying to play around the siege.
Stinger. He's trying to hide in the trees. They'll see him. There's Yopaj and Tims collapsing onto the Disruptor. This will be another one here for the side of Boom.
Another one for the Pugna Ward. And things like this, we haven't seen Disruptor too much frequently, but this is when the hero starts to feel pretty weak. It's once you start getting ran at and having to just react. Your hero's all about trying to catch and use your glimpse at its advantage, but if you're getting gone on first, you don't really have a good element to turn it around. And Boom, we'll be able to get that tower with this siege.
We've got a healing ward out. East Coast, I've got to maybe try and slow things down a little bit. K1 needs to get the Battle Fury complete. He needs time. On the other side of things, Jackie very close to having his done. Going to be out at a pretty similar time. I think the Void Stone was probably picked up by K1, but just on his dead courier right now. I'll be back up in 25.
I think the Beast Coast has to do exactly this. I was about to say, I think they need to play pretty fast. Okay. I don't think that they can sit back for K1 to farm this Battle Fury like this. I think the rest of them have to be really active.
Does K1 need to be involved, or do you think they can kill without him?
I think they kill without him. He has to just play for his farm. They can play really strong as 4, but I don't think that they can just... Yeah, they can't just play the farm game in this game. They will lose the game versus this Void Spirit Monkey King Tricore.
Stinger's hit the 6, so we will have the Static Storm for that extra control.
Not easy, though. Even to go for the Brewmaster, like I said.
It's hard because Chrissy's not quite got the blink. 1,700 gold into it.
Stack being farmed. They saw the Boundless. Stinger.
He's going to charge straight in, but indeed the split's out, and this is a fight the Beast Coast may have to just end up walking away from. The Stinger, he'll be chased out by the Primal Split. He'll die or throw out a Static Storm and does catch on a Scam, but this spears off the mark from Chris. Doesn't matter, Schofield still rolls in, finishes off the kill, but Chris, he's in trouble. Yopaj jumps over the Astral Step, picks up a second kill. Now they look over towards Schofield, he's got the roll, but FBC's able to get in position to block off the initial attempt for an escape from Schofield. Schofield surrounded, finds just a little bit of an angle to run away from this one. Jackie's going to try and chase him out. But the roll once more, Schofield actually able to escape that. Still, they're just having to run. Beast Coast, it was always going to be very hard to find an angle to get into that fight, into the high ground of Boom. They couldn't quite do it. Boom were prepared, and Yopaj continues to pad out his stats here, 7-1 and 5.
Yeah, just no natural form of initiation. They have the Earth Spirit to roll in, but it was actually the Disruptor who just walked in blankly, and Chris has changed his build. Chris is going for the BKB now because he's behind us. This Mars, he wants some ways to protect himself versus all this burst damage.
Right.
That's gonna, I think it's gonna hurt. They have no real great ways of starting fights. Like, Earth Spirit is not really the best in this game versus the Brewmaster to start fights.
Yopaj, he's closing in on them. That Remnant not grabbing either of the two of them. Whisper and Schofield narrowly dodging that.
beastcoast is just not getting able to set up their spells properly at all this game. Because the speed that Boom is playing, it's not letting them use like a Mars ult into a Phoenix ult into a Disruptor Static Storm.
A lot of damage here from the Sun Ray. Will be offset by Scam in the heals. Yopaj is fine.
It's already 3/4 of a way toward an Aghanims on Brew. And they're already losing pretty much every fight on the side of Beast Code. Once he gets Ags, it's like pretty impossible for Beast Coast to actually win a fight. A Stinger, again. 2 and 7. He is really struggling. Feels like it's gonna get real hard real fast too. Yopaj also halfway toward Aghanims too. Really good Ags game versus all these scores.
Let's see what they can do against these two. They've got the leash out. Omni Slash will come out onto Tim's. Get the silence off onto Yopaj. See if the three of them can continue to run him down. They have the arena, but Yopaj is out to the side. Dodges the spear. And now FBC is ready to run down Beast Coast. Beast Coast, can they really keep this fight going? K1, he has Blade Fury at the ready. He'll use it and TP out of there. He wants to escape. He knows there's no further fight to be had. For Beast Coast, Stinger, he's going to be focused. We'll get the Static Storm and the Kinetic Field off in time, trapping Yopaj. Scam, he's healing Yopaj up. He's going to keep Yopaj safe and alive as they'll save their Void Spirit, kill Schofield on the Earth Spirit. Chris has to run. The Boundless Strikes there as the jump again from Yopaj inwards with that Astral Step. I mean, Boom, they've really turned things up here in this game too. They've said, you know, after that game one, you want to fight, you want to come at us with these team fights, we will happily battle with you. And they're coming out on top each and every time now. Coming out of this early game, 5K lead, Yopaj popping off, and yeah, as you say, Stinger, he's not having a fun time trying to offer up his control. He's just having to throw out his spells out before he dies because he just doesn't get any sort of moment to consider where he wants to be throwing them or who he wants to be throwing them on, because Yopaj, he's just in his face.
Yeah, there's a reason that we don't see the Disruptor too much.
It's hard
anymore because it's really difficult, especially if you start falling behind, the game just becomes almost impossible. 6K gold lead already, Boom. Completely taking over this game.
Jackie, Battle Fury, and straight into the BKB.
Yopaj, Ags done. Brewmaster about to have Ags done. The timings is just gonna get overwhelming. Beast Coast, they just have to keep running. Like, Hector is the only one who's able to play aggressively out on the map, but the rest of them just keep having to run anytime a single one of the Boom heroes do turn up. And now Hector also has to be careful, potentially, because sure, he has spin, but the silence from Yopaj could catch him off guard initially. And they see him. They want him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Get the tower.
Either they might catch him. Like, look at Yopaj. Yep.
Yeah, that instant jump and the silence leaves no chance for K1 to react.
On the other side,
Well, good Jackie. All right, they'll get a trade kill. They might get Scam as well, but Yopaj is headed over the map. They have the Supernova. I'll see if they can focus it and take it out. They don't. They can't get it out in time. The arena's back up. Maybe Beast Coast can get more out of this. Tim's burning down to the Sun Ray. There's 3 dead on Boom. Yopaj, he's not able to stick around and finish off Whisper. He's got to run.
FBZ, he's starting to connect over. He has another split.
See what he can get done here. Spear from Chris will miss. There's the split. FBC focusing down Chris. Yopaj, he's got another remnant to offer up. They'll be able to kill this Mars. Chris dies.
Not bad from Beast Coast, though. Finally getting something out on the map, taking out the Monkey King, but still ending up losing a lot. Because they also lost Hector, so the whole time he's dead, he's not getting that farm. But at least it's something. At least they got something.
I mean, that was close. That Supernova was... It had to be sort of, what, one hit away from dying.
Yeah,
that was a very, very close one there. Whisper, I think he only really just got the level 12.
Yeah, and Schofield, I believe, rolled and stunned one of the heroes, so it was literally every little thing counted there to be able to protect that egg.
Yeah, but, you know, a decent trade. I think we'll see the fight recap's working indeed, as you can see. Yeah, a little bit of a favourable one there on the XP exchange for Beast Coast.
Only slight, yeah. Tough, though, because Chris Luck continues to get set back over and over again in these fights, never surviving. 2-4-4 on the Mars. No BKB yet, almost 20 minutes in.
Of course, that was the sort of window where they were able to jump Jackie pre-BKB. His BKB, it's going to be there in a couple of creep camps. So very likely that next time round, Beast Coast attempt to bring the fight. So Monkey King's going to be popping a BKB, and then outside of the jug, not really a whole lot they can do to kill that man, especially once he's got the Wukong's out, that boosted armor. He's going to be very tough to kill.
Yeah, BKB counteracts the Phoenix, the Disruptor, the Earth Spirit, all that control and silence. Definitely could see it get a lot worse a lot faster for Beast Coast. They do have BKB now on the Mars. I believe Whisper is getting close to his too, but does not feel like those are going to be nearly as impactful as Jackie's is. And Stinger versus BKBs is useless. Disruptor does nothing versus him.
There it is, Jackie. See in the mid.
Boom's ready for any fight.
I mean, Beast Coast, they're maybe looking to... No, they're being very careful. Okay, no, Schofield wants to try and jump the backlines, get in on top of Tim's.
But Schofield now.
He's got to roll away. Yopaj is rather low on the mana, so not really able to take the fight, or at least chase for any kills here. So Beast Coast...
Jackie's on him.
Oh, fine. He's got another roll. He should be okay. No TP, but he can continue to create the distance. Schofield's going to be fine.
Oh, cool. Jackie took the Tree Dance cast range. Especially as carry, we do see a little bit of diversity between the Jingu Mastery damage talent and the Tree Dance cast range. So now, I did say earlier on the no real vision aspect, that's going to at least give him one better one as
K1. To run it, we saw the split come out to avoid being pulled back by the glimpse. And they've got control onto K1. See what they've got here on the backlines. Chris, he's in with the BKB, actually gets the jump onto Skem. Skem's gone, Tim's as well, will die. Both supports out of the fight. And the glimpse onto Yopaj. He'll jump out with a Dissimulate straight over with another round of this Primal Split. They bring out the two supports in return. Buybacks come out from Skem. Boom, they want to keep this fight going and catch K1. Great boundless across both cores as Jackie finds both K1 and Chris. Whisper has to put the BKB here as he retreats. They're going to try and chase the spear. We'll hold back Jackie for now. They'll pop the Supernova. Boom. They're straight over towards the egg. They'll look to take it down. They'll manage to do so this time. The Supernova comes to an end. Chris will get dove underneath the tier 3s as Boom. They're going to be able to take down everybody on Beast Coast.
Decent start to the fight for Beast Coast, which quickly just gets decimated because FBZ has the second split, able to just continue resetting, and Yopaj is a total menace this game. 12, 1, and 10. They're playing around him the entirety of this game. It's part of 22 of the 25 kills. Beast Coast even tried using Glyph there. So they used Glyph on the tier 2. They tried to get the egg in a good position, but to no avail. Game continues to be extremely difficult for them, even though they, like we said, started the fight catching both supports. Skem buying back and just being able to turn it. But yeah, FBZ and Yopaj just really taking control of this game.
Just a little too much for Beast Coast to deal with, and very hard for them to get that opportunity to execute that team fight that they've drafted so strong. Boom. Managing to outplay them in these last few fights very impressively.
Just feels like they always have the one up. The ideal start to the fights for Beast Coast is trying to kill the Brewmaster before a split happens, but that's just never gonna happen with their heroes. They don't have the burst. Unless they catch him literally with like the spear and have the Omni Slash on top of him. But that's not gonna happen. FBZ, he's much more wary with his positioning. Scan will protect K1. But yeah, really, they're completely losing control of the map. Look at how they're positioned on the side of Beast Coast.
Schofield.
Decent catch.
Managed to get the setup on Skem.
It's a dieback, so 70 seconds. Let's see what Beast Coast tries to do with that.
I mean, Roshan is up, and they do have that solid team fight, so they don't really do it too quick. I guess they can do it pretty safely with the healing ward. They're going to try for it.
I think this is the best option for them right now. There's only one brew split available right now, and Pugna's dead. I do think Boom's going to look to fight it anyway, though.
They scanned out. They know exactly what's happening, and they'll smoke. Closing on this as quickly as they can.
DD on Yopaj. He's just short of the BKB, but FBZ is just going to run in with the split.
Yeah, they're just playing around with K1 out to the side. Schofield's sort of taking their attention away from the rest of the team, but that will mean that Schofield dies for that.
He was very deep, split away from his team.
That's the first split. FBZ. Nicely noticed. The second one's still on cooldown. BKB's out. It's a good arena. Get the spear over. We'll see Yopaj was able to still get out of this, though. I think maybe a bit of sort of, I think the glimpse came out at the same time. That
think
kind of
so.
breaks Showpatch out of the arena. The Boundless is out of the move. Have a Supernova coming in on the high ground. It's a good position with the egg. Boom's got to be careful fighting into this high ground. Jackie has to back off. BKB soon to come to an end. The Sunray is burning him down. Roll 4 from Schofield. He's not going to get the connection, but he's keeping that Magnetize going. As Jackie tries to stand his ground, Skem's going to get chased down by K1 with the Blade Fury. Back over towards the river. Whisper keeping himself alive with the BKB Yopaj. And Tims, they've got to be careful. That buyback from Schofield keeps the fight going for Beast Coast. As K1, he's going to move back into the pit.
FBZ up in 20. They have to commit onto this rush. They will. Yeah, great position. The egg perfect. Omni Slash also connecting on everyone with the Battle Fury. They're actually looking to maybe get it. Yopaj thinking about it.
He's getting size. He's going to put the BKB. He's going to get the kill here on Schofield. And it's getting low. Can he get it picked up in time? He can. K1. Beast Coast, they've got the Aegis. They get the Roche kill. They'll take out Tims. They got the glimpse back onto Jackie. Jackie has been surrounded. He needs help. The BKB is still on cooldown for 10 seconds. Buybacks have to come into play. They've got to save their Monkey King. Jackie getting focused by K1. K1, he's just going to go for the Blade Fury TP out underneath them. They'll back off on the Juggernaut, but the rest of Beast Coast do suffer. 3 dead from that reaction from Boom. K1 gets out. He protects his Aegis. So we will have the next fight to utilize that.
It looked scary for a second there for Jackie, but then FBZ comes in with his split, and he gets back up from a buyback from Tims, and he's just fine. Now he does still have BKB available. Did hang on to it for the second there as Beast Coast slightly overextend. But still, they have the Aegis on the Jug. Still a very Boom-favored game at the moment. But some small elements maybe for Beast Coast.
K1 top.
He's dead.
They'll get that Aegis. Are they able to commit onto him a second time round?
Yeah, he should just be able to spin reset.
I mean, Stinger could look for a catch with a glimpse. If anybody shows, but
I don't think they want to. I don't think they should fight in that area right now. Still, the Brewmaster, I guess his split was down, so maybe they could have, but.
And Jackie will have that Scardy complete for the next move. Mid lane, Chris. He's going to get the opening onto FBZ, but the BKB's ready.
Freshly picked up. He just got it delivered on the courier.
I'll see an immediate smoke after that jump. Maybe see if they can get the pick-off going elsewhere. They know that Jackie moved over to play this bottom half of the map.
Schofield got some sneaky wards down, so he is looking for him. Ooh. That was close. Now Boom counter-smoke themselves. DD rune on Yopaj. A split up in about 15 seconds.
Whisper. He's going to dive in. He pots the BKB. He's ready to frontline this fight. Boom, they keep the distance. Whisper, he's going to TP out. They know that they're all up here, and Beast Coast, they decide not to fight in that position.
Stinger going for a lens on the Disruptor. That is a pretty weird pickup instead of going for some type of defensive like Glimmer or anything on the 5 Disruptor.
I mean, there's a nice glimpse there from Stinger. And keep Schofield safe as Jopaj was a couple of spells away from killing him.
20 to 30.
Jackie still at the top.
Yeah.
K1 not far behind.
But his teammates are quite behind. The Mars and that Phoenix continue to get slowed down.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is
And how's the levels looking, actually, too? That's one other thing we didn't take a look at. The Mars and the Phoenix are 16. Void Spirit's 19, and Brew's about to be 18, too, so... On top of that gold lead, they do have a pretty significant XP lead. Brewmaster almost level 3 split. Gonna make fights even more impossible than they already seem to be. Setting themselves up now. Yopaj.
They want to try and burst Whisper whilst the BKB's on cooldown.
It just came back up, but they got him before. That was split second there. Like 2 seconds left on the BKB when they jump in.
A very, very solid jump there from Boom. I mean, that's no Phoenix for 50 seconds. Really good opportunity for Boom to try and take a set of racks here from Beast Coast.
It's level 18 Brew now too, so that level 3 split is... Yeah, it's like impossible to fight into, so they just have to watch this go down without that Phoenix, and probably just the racks as well.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
And they're trying to dissuade Boom from pushing for this. A bit of moments of backdoor protection, but the creep wave's going to be coming in very shortly. 10 seconds till Whisper's back in.
They're starting to TP out. They're looking for K1. They'll catch him. They'll stop his TP back.
Ooh, what's he got left? He's got Manta in a second. To dissimulate the burst. He'll put the Manta. He has the Omni Slash. It's good damage on Yopaj here. Yopaj, and he'll put the illusion himself, but the Blade Fury's up. K1, he's actually going to get the kill.
Oh my god. He
All
actually
right.
gets him.
I mean, he should die for this as Jackie comes in to clean him up. But bringing down
Look at the
Yopaj.
gold.
Chris is going to jump forward. They want to keep this fight going. Beast Coast is in with a lockdown. Onto Tim's. BKB's popped by Jackie. Chris Luck's going to opt to get out of it with the spider legs. Jackie's going to attempt to chase.
He looks pretty dead on Chris. Chris jumping in unbelievably aggressive there without any backup of his teammates. I think they should have been happy with the situation that happened with K1 getting that kill.
And
Wow.
Chris does have buyback. K1, he does not. Low on the gold. Could spend up to start building in on the bash up. As this could be a chance for Boom. I mean, sure, there's no Yopaj, but still the rest of the team, they're the ones that hit the towers.
Yeah, they got another split available. It's level 20 now, so those buildings will never die either, plus 1400 HP. I can't believe he gets the gold. Did you see the gold that he got, by the way?
How much gold did he end up getting for that one?
1,500.
See if we got that on the screen.
1503.
There it is, 1,500 for the kill on Yopaj. I mean, Yopaj, he's a very valuable man, a valuable kill. Shows there in the gold. That was only his second time he's died this game.
They'll be able to maybe hang on to this, too. The split comes out to potentially try to finish it.
I mean,
It does hit pretty hard with the demolish.
it does, but FBZ at the same time has to be a bit careful. But yeah, that looks like he can stick around and take it. Chris, look out to the side. Has to put the BKB. And nearly able to burst him.
Stinger's just dying
Chris
in the
looks going to
back.
jump. He gets the spear connection on Yopaj. Schofield playing around with Skemp.
FBZ? Okay, he'll get out. By the way, in the fountain, FBZ was diving the disruptor.
Oh, yeah, bless him.
Stinger almost died. I think he actually ended. I think his stick ended up saving him because he was about to die. But
They keep the mid-racks alive.
they do. And K1, he did spend his gold as soon as he got the kill on the Void Spirit, not looking to buy back by any means. Scotty and a Mithril Hammer. Yopaj.
Oh. Schofield. Openings there into the silence.
He's hanging on to his BKB. Yopaj knows he's safe. Now resetting.
So let's try and jump back in. They've got the stun on K1. K1 needs help. Chris Luck's going to provide it. Jumps in with the arena on the back lines, but they're controlling that jug. K1 is down for 90. As Whisper, BKB, TP out. Will make it out of there safely, but now they're going to have to try and survive without their carry for a whole lot of seconds here. 80 seconds on the clock still.
Great layering of the chain stun and silence. K1, he can't really get anything off, can't get a spin or anything, just gets the Manta, then gets fully controlled. And that's his full Sunray trying to heal him too. He just was not able to offset the damage. As Boom, finally able to claim this mid-racks now too. Tier 2 is still up top, so they might actually have to start hitting Tier 4s.
I mean, they could try and force it. They probably know that with that hammer in his inventory that he was spending up and does not have the availability for buyback. As they jump in, they've caught Whisper. BKB's on cooldown, nothing to be done. He has the buyback. But again, they're having to do this without K1 for a long time.
They should be able to bring down at least this tower. I don't know about end it just yet. But they'll have a Brew Split pretty much available as soon as the Jug respawns, so continues to be hard for Beast Coast to fight and push them out of their base. Yopaj.
He's going to turn his attention over towards Schofield. And he's got him. Schofield's gone.
There's the buyout.
The fortification, 10 seconds coming up till K1. Boom. So we're going to continue this pressure, see if they can close it. Set up with the arena, locking down this position. Whisper, he'll dive forward. He's got the BKB. Arena off to the side. He'll pop the supernova. But they're focusing down the egg. They'll be able to take it. Jackie getting incredibly low. The silence of the Omni Slash onto FBZ. FBZ's got to run, but the Blade Fury will take him out. Jackie is trying to beat down onto Chris Luck with a Boundless Strike. He gets the kill. K1, what else has he got to offer? He's already used his Manta. Blade Fury and Omni Slash. He's just got the right clicks alone with the crits. He's focusing down Skem. Skem cut down here. They're holding on Beast Coast. The defense is happening. Jackie, unless Jackie can sort of take them all down, he's building up the Jingu, but the control...
He got bashed.
It's there. Bash is coming out from K1. The Ancient remains alive. Beast Coast, they keep this game open.
Live to continue fighting for a bit longer. Yeah, the bash. I think he might have been able to get a Boundless off potentially and heal up on Jackie there, but a very timely one there. A lot of buybacks, though, to make sure that they don't just lose the game.
Time to run down mid.
Oh, Yopash still looking to play very aggressive. As we've seen for the most part this game. 18-2 and 15.
Yeah, his KDA is insane. So as you get up on the scoreboard here, you can see it there. The Opage Void Spirit, ladies and gentlemen. Not, of course, too much of a surprise, but always a delight to see him popping off on this hero.
And a delight to see it with a Grimstroke too, how much he's been able to make with it as... There's luck. Look at the spear.
Oh, he wants to go for this. He's got K1 coming over to help out. But they are respawning.
Uh-oh. And now they might get caught themselves. Yopaj.
Not quite able to close in onto the jug. I mean, they're playing so aggressive at Beast Coast. K1.
They have 20 seconds till the Monkey King's up, so they're trying to do anything with the numbers advantage. But Boom not giving them the opportunity, and now FBZ, it's time. Refresher, quad splits, his boos and buddies, they're ready.
Schofield gonna head out to the warning position. K1's gonna look to back him up, but Schofield's already gone down. Schem, it's gonna be the new focus. Manta's pop, the static storm control, it's there, but the BKB's out from FBZ. Jump over with the astral step, they've got the pull control onto K1. K1 getting locked down, he's gone. Stinger also to fall, there it is. GG is called. Boom will take this game 2 with some fantastic fighting and just a huge, a bit of a change up from what they tried to approach Beast Coast with in game